What's up, guys? DRJ here, and almost forgot. Okay, that's one way to get a cap off. If you guys have never had one of these, you're missing out. So today I wanted to give you guys what amounts essentially to an update, where I'm at, where I'm coming from, where I'm going, all that good stuff. So if you've been around since the beginning, you've probably seen, initially I started putting out like one video a day. I went up to 2, then it went back down to 1, and then it's actually been up for a while now, like 5 or 6, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I think, in my opinion, I want fewer videos because I don't have the time to focus on videos and make them of the quality that I would like you guys to be getting. Quality as far as things like audio, making sure that that's in sync, proper editing, and aside from just those logistics, like if I'm doing a playthrough, I actually want to be doing a quality playthrough, which may mean playing it through once before, or just making sure I know the fucking controls. It's really frustrating and even embarrassing when I'm playing a game and doing poorly on it because I'm not great with an Xbox controller or something like that. Frustrating, it's holding me back, and it's not a representation, I feel like, who I am as a gamer. So those are the kinds of things that I want to start addressing in the future. Also, I want real quick to point out and thank everybody. Viewers on the live stream helped me purchase these PC 360s, which are amazing, and they are my main go-to, both headphones and now obviously a headset, so both recording and output and input devices for the PC. So hopefully with the help of that headset, you guys will start getting much more consistent audio quality. And as a result of using that headset, it makes it to do easier things. Makes it a bit easier to do things like sequence my audio so it's properly all synced up. Like I said, a bunch of boring little details, but it makes it a lot easier on my end, and will hopefully give you guys better enjoyment on your end. So to that effect, as far as the more quality, what I want to do is I want more gameplay. This channel has largely turned into a playthrough channel, which is fine, but like I said, I want my playthroughs to be of higher quality themselves, and I also want to get you guys gameplay. So the idea is, like, hopefully I want to limit it right now to 4 videos a day, and I want no more than 2 of those to be playthroughs, and ideally 2 of those to be gameplays. The playthroughs, a lot of you guys have said and asked for or commented on that you enjoy the longer viewing times, so the playthroughs will be getting upped across the board to 30 minutes. I've already started that on a few of them, as I'm sure you guys have seen. The gameplays still, it seems like most people will appreciate the gameplays that are a little bit shorter. It seems like anything over damn near 10-15 minutes, and people essentially stop watching. I've learned my lesson in the past with the COD open lobbies where I'd have 5 rounds, and a couple of them would be good, a couple of them would be bad, but it seems like people would only really watch the first one if I posted 5 at a time. So I'm going to stick to essentially just posting, like I said, short clips or rounds a day, whether it's League of Legends, COD, whatever. Some of the things you guys can start to hopefully expect more of in the future. Batman Arkham City playthrough, Mass Effect 2, I started that, wasn't able to finish it off. I've learned that basically the way to do things now is you sit down and you have to do a project before you move on to the next one, as opposed to tackling 15 at the same time. So Mass Effect 2, and I'm going to actually go back and do Mass Effect 1, which I think I actually almost enjoy more than Mass Effect 2. Skyrim, definitely when it comes out. Diablo 2, expect some good live streaming on that. Bruce and I are going to play when the ladder resets. I think it resets on the 25th, so maybe we'll start playing the next day. I don't know exactly when it's going to reset. So basically when it resets, everybody starts over from square one, and nobody has any items, they don't exist. We'll be playing that hardcore as always. So that'll be a lot of fun, and of course D3 when it comes out. I'd also like to be doing more daily updates to my blog. I do really well sometimes, and then it just really falls off, and I want you guys to expect more consistent content from that. The blog, if you guys haven't looked at it yet, which is advertised on many of the videos, started off as mainly only video game related material, but now it's sort of morphed into, it's a blog. It's about more than just games. It's about me, my life, my games, etc. So if you're interested, take a peek at that. There's some really smart guys that comment over there. Very enjoyable, getting great dialogue happening. Also, I wanted to share with you guys some interesting, if I can get the words out, some interesting insight that I've had as far as games go and this channel. I mean, video games should be first and foremost about fun, and fun actually gets complicated because fun is not the same thing to everybody. I think to a lot of people, fun is logging into COD, loading up, playing for an hour or two, you know, throwing your frag grenades, and not really giving a fuck what your KD is or how well you're doing, and then logging back out. Fun to me is two things. Number one, I mean, fun is enjoying the game for enjoying the game. You enjoy the mechanics of the game, you enjoy how things play out. You know, maybe it's the feel of soaring around the city in Batman, maybe it's the feel of how the tanks operate in Battlefield, who knows, right? But then I also get a, you know, equal amount of enjoyment essentially from consistently playing well. And I think, as you guys know, consistency is probably something I've harped on quite a bit, but it's incredibly important to me. And for a variety of different reasons, essentially most of them which border on or infringe upon consistency, I just have not been able to get enjoyment out of many shooters that have gone on for a lot of different reasons over the course of several years now. And you want to go back to COD4, and COD4, you know, didn't have the incredibly intricate, detailed map design that, say, some of the games do today. But at the same time, you played on PC and you're playing 20v20. Well, you know, you trade one evil for another. You move on to COD Black Ops today, and you know, there's no such thing as a less than a 9v9 server. There's one domination server that's up and running. I tried to play, like, say, last night. I loaded in, getting spawn camped into Oblivion, and the next round everybody quit because it was 12:30 p.m. And that's the last non-hardcore domination server that's up, and then it emptied out after that round, and that's the last you get to play Black Ops. But I shouldn't have to force myself to want to play these games. Like I said, I think a lot of it has to do with, like I said, the consistency part, and I'm just so frustrated with them. I'm not finding enjoyment, and I don't want to. I think I'm doing it wrong if I'm trying to force myself to play them in order to essentially spread the word about, you know, what a great FPS player I am, in order to build this channel, which is really only in an effort to talk to more of you guys through a format like this. And like I said, the whole idea of this channel, you know, to recap, is to essentially engage in a dialogue with you guys and educate ourselves on what makes good games good and bad games bad, so that we can all, you know, make better decisions, either purchasing games or not purchasing games, but also talking to other players, talking to developers, and hopefully influencing them to make better games, because, you know, when you have an educated populace, you can't get away with the same stuff as when you do not. So that's the idea of the channel, and that is, I think, what's very important to me. It's the reason why I'm doing this YouTube channel. You know, maybe it's because I can't find you know, a fun FPS to play, or maybe it's because it's not consistent the way that I would like it to be, or the way that it used to be. But it could also be the fact that, you know, I have accomplished a lot playing first-person shooters. Maybe I just don't have that same drive to be number one. I mean, I feel like after you've been number one, it's different. It's not the same. I still, like I said, I still drive a large portion of my fun is derived from being the best. You know, I don't necessarily have fun when I'm doing, you know, average or great, or average good or even great. You know, I want to be the best. I mean, that's the fun part to me. Games that make it difficult to be the best, you know, are very frustrating. Like I said, I'm having a hard time playing them. But like I said, my goals, I feel like, have shifted once, you know, it became clear that I was, you know, a great player. It's sort of like, well, okay, you know, been there, done that. And like I said, the stuff that seems probably more important to me now is, like I said, engaging in this dialogue and hopefully creating a community that influences people to create better games. So that's where I'm at with everything. You guys should probably be getting a Batman Arkham City review later today. I don't think anything else off the top of my head that I failed to mention. I'm sure there's something. So as usual, any questions, comments, critiques, let me know. Oh, one last thing before I go. A lot of you guys, you know, have been getting me requests to play all sorts of different games with you. And let me just start to say that I have engaged in open lobbies and in COD, League of Legends. I've done these almost on a weekly basis for a long time. there's just too many people asking to play, and I just simply do not have enough time to play with everybody. I'm gonna try to figure something out so you guys can maybe start making groups yourself to play with. But I encourage you guys to definitely do stuff like that. I just do not have enough time in the day to do all the projects I have to want to do for this channel, for the blog, plus do the open lobbies, plus play by myself, plus, God forbid, go to work, sleep, eat, and Jesus Christ, maybe even hang out with my girlfriend once in a while. So anyway, that's all for today. So let me know.